Hey guys, I'm recording this on my way back home from work. It's a very short drive, so I figured I'd be able to do this just as long as I look at the road. Because I was able to watch a direct during a couple of my breaks at work over the course of 2 breaks. And I just wanted to talk about it. I felt it would be better than typing things up in Facebook chats, and I also figured maybe I could post this to YouTube if it ends up being a good video, just if it flows well, if I say some good stuff, I don't know. If I say things that I think other people would be interested in. But I like the direct. I went in with pretty low expectations, which I know that some of my friends have also been doing, and I think that was a good idea. The main low expectation that I went with was that I did not expect to see Bayonetta 3, which ended up not happening. And, I do expect we'll see that game sooner rather than later. And I just hope it looks good when we do. But I was pretty pleasantly surprised with a lot of the fun, weird stuff that they announced. Started with another Smash character reveal, which I wasn't super into. And it does depress me a little that there have been no fighters in this pack that have really been for me, and we have only one space left, which, may go to someone like Master Chief, or we'll have to wait and see. But at the same time, I do think it's really cool how really almost all the major fighting game franchises are now represented in Smash. And, especially Tekken, I know the whole thing is that Tekken characters have a lot of moves, and I can see that, what's his name, Kazuya has a lot of moves, so that's accurate, as they always try to be with Smash. So I do like that, how fighting games give them the chance, Sakurai and his team, to create some really unique characters that are sort of where they have a baseline to make them unique, because that's clearly something they've really tried to do with every character in this pack, is to make fighters that work in really unique ways. So that was kind of cool. Not going to buy the Fighter's Pass until it's done at this rate. But it seems like he seems like a cool character. WarioWare obviously is really great for me. I love that series. I think the idea of having little characters that you control in each microgame is really fun. It's not something they've done before. Does the co-op have online? I don't remember. I'm out of light, so I can look at the phone. I don't know, but yeah, I like that idea. I like how the characters have like little variations and different abilities. I just love the WarioWare characters. So seeing them more is going to be really fun. I still haven't bought the 3DS collection they did, but I don't know, I should get that at some point. Definitely when they showed Life is Strange, I was like, uh-oh, it's happening again. Is there going to be anything good after this in the direct? I don't know. But, I thought they pulled together and had some just stuff that, even if there wasn't a ton that was interesting to me personally, there was enough. We got WarioWare, we got, they showed a little bit more Mario Golf, the cool New Donk City stage that's coming. And I know there's a couple other things that seemed really cool to me specifically, but, there was really something for everyone there, which was what was cool. I think a lot of people have been asking for Advance Wars. Danganronpa, people love that series. I got a collection of that coming. I know there's shit I'm forgetting. But, then they got to Zelda at the end. And I thought Breath of the Wild 2 looked really good. I don't really think, I don't really think it looked like more of the same. I don't know if that's what people are saying. But, it was always going to be sort of an expansion on one, and sort of, a more free version of the original. And that's exactly what it looks like. I think, the Talus with the moblins on top is really great. I think Link's weird new arm, which is like a grappling hook and also like a time, you can control time with it. They're just the more potential. And I said this about the original Breath of the Wild, that, with every rune that Link had, there was exponentially more sort of emergent gameplay that you could have in the game. So with this arm, there's going to be a million more things that you can now do to make it work with the other runes, and maybe there will be even more abilities in that. I did, once again, I don't know what people are saying, but I'm sure the fact that the only bit of Zelda herself that you see in this trailer is she's falling into a deep, dark pit, I have a feeling that people aren't going to be too happy with that. I do think it's time for a playable Zelda, and I do think it's still very possible to have a playable Zelda. I don't know what form that would be in, but I think it would be cool. But for now, I think the look we got at the game is exciting. It's exactly what I wanted. Was there anything else that happened in this freaking... Oh, Metroid. That's the thing I forgot. Metroid looks awesome. Metroid Dread, that was originally an idea that was being developed by Retro. I don't know if it was ever really in production, but it's interesting how they've reused that name because there are some sort of small parallels between what the two games are. And I know they showed some footage of these other games and No More Heroes on the Treehouse Live. I haven't had the chance to watch that. But the original Metroid Dread that Retro was working on was also Samus versus robots, basically. Samus was trapped in a ship, and the entire ship was sort of controlled by this AI that changed personalities, and each personality that the AI had would try to kind of kill Samus in different ways. One would be more puzzle-based, one would be more combat-based. The levels would be tied to these personalities. And that doesn't look like what's going on in this game, but it is still about Samus being hunted by these kind of cool robots. And I love the suit. I think this is probably, in terms of like the games where Samus has had a non-default look for the entire game, so Fusion and Metroid Prime 3, this looks better than both of those, in my opinion. I think this suit looks really cool. Metroid Prime 3, the hexagonal shoulder pads were weird. The symbol on the chest was a little weird. I wasn't a big fan of that one. And Fusion was interesting. And I just hope that the plot is tied to the evil Chozos that they hinted at in the extras to the remake of Metroid 2 on 3DS. I don't really like how Metroid has like all these dropped plot threads where things are planned and then dropped. So I really hope I think the idea of evil Chozo is really interesting. I hope they cover that. I'm home now. But, was there anything else? I don't know. I'm sure there was some other stuff. Either way, I think it was just a good, rainbow of different titles and things to, my hair is looking like really, like I really want to look good right now, which was not the intention. There's not even any gel in it. It looks like it has a ton of gel in it. There's really no gel in it. This might ruin the video's chances of going to YouTube, but maybe not. Either way, I think it has something for everybody, and I think it might be possible that I could say Nintendo won E3 this year. Microsoft, I think, has at least last year, maybe the last couple years, but they're showing didn't have as much for me as this Nintendo one did. Mario Party looks cool for people who like that. So yeah, I thought it was good.